looking good. Sorry guys, couldn't help myself. Hi, my name is Christy. This is Christy's Corner around all things Disney, Harry Potter, and makeup. If you're new here, I kind of have like an interesting, I don't know if it's interesting, I just have a different way of doing like makeup videos. A lot of people do like live tutorials and things, or you know, just kind of talk through it as they do it. You know, I'll do that on my live streams, but these recordings, they take quite a while, and I don't really want to talk through for an hour plus video. So we're going to talk through what we did here, but what I did off camera is what we're going to talk about first. Now, everything on camera took me right at an hour. Off camera, here's what I did, and then I'll tell you when we get to on camera. Off camera, if you can tell at the beginning of this video, half of my face is already done with regular makeup, sort of regular. I mean, it's very dark gray, black eyeshadow. So I did that half of my face the same way I would do it if I was applying regular makeup, aside from how dark my eyeshadow is. So the regular makeup, I used obviously I moisturized my face like usual, but I used my primer, and the primer I use, oh my goodness, what is my primer? I don't remember the name of it, but I do have a milk primer that I use, the foamy milk primer, so that's what I use sometimes, but I can't remember which primer I used. It's a shimmery type primer. Anyway, I also used a Kosas SPF on my face. I always use Kosas SPF, whether I'm going outside or not. So I don't know why I did that, but I did do that, and I did do that all over my face. But the primer, I also did all over my face. Now, for the half face, what I did was I used ColourPop, actually. I used ColourPop, I think it's called the Blackout palette, and I used their black eyeshadow in the gray and the shimmery to get my very smoky eye look, and then I just used some eyeliner and mascara. The eyeliner, I actually didn't use eyeliner, I used eyeshadow for my eyeliner, and I used the same ColourPop eyeshadow. I just used like a liner brush to apply it. And the mascara was, oh my gosh, what's the brand? I think it's Anastasia Beverly Hills. Now, for the foundation on my face, I actually contoured a little bit, so I used my Anastasia Beverly Hills contouring stick to contour it, and then to highlight, I used Shape Tape. Fair Beige is the color that I used. And then I went over my face with foundation. Normally, I use like my high-end foundation, but I used a foundation I don't use very regularly. It's still kind of brand name because it was Armani foundation. I don't remember what shade it was to do the foundation, and then I set it with setting powder just so that it didn't like smudge off while I was doing the other side of my face. I didn't do my lips. Oh, and I did my brow. I used a stamp. I can't remember the brand name, and a stencil, and then I went in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills taupe, I believe is my shade, or light brown actually, I think is what it is. Pencil, and kind of, you know, filled in the gaps. Now, that was everything off camera. I didn't do my lips off camera, that's on camera. So let's get started with on camera. The first thing I did is we're doing a Little Red Riding Hood look. So the natural side of my face, or the regular makeup side of my face, is specific to Little Red. And then the other half is the wolf. So for the wolf, I started off with my Graftovine water activated makeup, and it's gray that I used. I'm sorry about the dog barking. I have stopped the recording and put her away so she wouldn't bark anymore. Where we left off, I was talking about the gray that I did. I used Graftovine water activated gray palette, and I just did, you know, I didn't do all my chest because I'm putting on a red hooded thing to look like Red Riding Hood. So I did all the gray area. I went over it twice to make sure it was nice and pigmented. And then I went in with that same palette, the ColourPop palette, but only used black on and to do my eye, to kind of like get the dark eye because we're doing a wolf look on this side. Now, everything I used was either eyeshadow, which is what you see when I did the eye, or water activated. And I used Graphtobine the entirety of this. So after I was done with the eye and the eyeliner and all that, I just went in and like did some shading with a darker gray eyeshadow to give me some contour around my forehead, my jawbone, and under my cheekbone, to give it a little dimension. And then I went in with the water activated Graphtobine. I think I used black, gray, and white, and just kind of did like hair strokes all over that side of my face, like around the forehead. I left some spaces open, kind of like it's like a softer gray color, if you will, for the wolf, like everywhere, all over. I did like the top part of my lip in the same Graphtobine, black, water activated, and then the bottom part in white. I did go in a couple areas and do a little bit of white, but yeah, for the most part, it was just like hair strokes all throughout, and I concentrated heavily on the like forehead, upper forehead, on the cheekbone to make sure that I had kept that dimension, and then the jawbone too. Then I went in with red lipstick. I used red lipstick. Oh my gosh, I think it was Kylie Jenner's lipstick. The red lipstick that I used for the other side. And then the black nose was also just the Graphtobine. That's literally it, guys. No joke. I mean, I did my eyebrow too in black to kind of make it, but that's really all I did for the werewolf side. That's it. Oh, the red was obviously the other side. Nothing crazy. It was super simple. Now, I have done this look before, and last time I did it, it was more, let's say, PG. And then this looks PG-13. Because I drew, last time I drew kind of like this slashes through my face. Like the wolf was slashing through it, but I did it from like the hairline down, and it was all eyeshadow. And it was actually pretty, I like it. It's one of my favorite looks. But this one, I actually decided to go through my eye. So I drew it in with, oh my gosh, I can't remember if I used, no, I didn't use a gel eyeliner. I used a really thin brush and some red Graphtobine, water activated Graphtobine, to draw out the slashes that I wanted. And then I colored them in with the same red, but then I took Graphtobines fake blood and filled it into the slashes, which is really cool. I think this turned out fantastic. I think it's beautiful, actually. It's PG-13 because it looks like it's got fake blood, but it's beautiful to me, in my personal opinion. Now, what I also did was I used a white contact in that eye because I made sure that the slash kind of went through my eye, and then I used a yellow contact on the wolf side, so it's like yellow-eyed wolf. And then I put just like a neutral brown colored wig on. It didn't really matter to me what color my hair was, but it was like brown, and I think it had hints of red in it. And then I put my like red little dress thing that I had that I originally bought to use as not Black Widow. Oh my gosh, Scarlet Witch. Oh, I meant to use it as Scarlet Witch, but I never did. I will at some point. But yeah, that was like the gist of this look. I really loved how it turned out. Let me know what you guys think, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.